we have some special inductees this tonight. As you know, the MFC Hall of Fame inductees for 2016 are without question the best possible class of individuals dedicated to the hobby of miniature football, eligible for enshrinement by our organization. Each member of this year's class has been instrumental in shaping our hobby. They have been tremendous contributors. They have been tremendous competitors against all of us. And they've beaten every one of us at some point in time, and we enjoyed every second of it because we're all family here. I would like to thank Hall of Famer Lynn Schmidt for helping to conduct the process again this year, selection process again this year. As you know, the MFC Hall of Fame recognizes those in our hobby who exhibit excellent gamesmanship, skill in sportsmanship. In some cases, they are innovators, leaders, founders, manufacturers. We recognize many aspects in every Hall of Fame member. This year's class, though, they are skilled in strategy, tweaking, passing, and playmaking. They always show exemplary sportsmanship under any condition and situation. They are always willing to tutor those around us within the hobby, and they are unselfish in their abilities, and they will share openly their passing skills, their tweaking skills with many of their fellow competitors. Remember, the Hall of Fame was established to honor those who contributed to the hobby, excelled at this hobby, and for those who continue to maintain and preserve it as coaches and hobbyists. And this year's class, again, exhibits all of that very well. Before we recognize this year's inductees, we must acknowledge those who have been already inducted into the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to call off the names, beginning with the 2015 class. And these are the current Hall of Fame members, and most of them are already up here already. If they're in the house, please come up if you haven't already done so. In 2015, we inducted Vance Warren, Bruce Watts, Norbert Ravel. In 2014, it was Eric Robinson and David Campbell, and Adrian Baxter. In 2013, it was Corey Johnson and Paul Rademan Bartels. 2012, Norman Sass and Brian Nutt. And David Nichols. And don't forget David Nichols. In 2011, it was Myron Evans and Ron Bell. In 2010, it was Lynn Wadlow Smith, Mike Pratt, and LaBelle Shelton. In 2009, it was Mike Turner, Mark Klingbeil, and Bill Klingbeil. In 2008, our inaugural class was made up of Lee Payne Jr., a longtime tutor employee in the old school tutor, Michael Lansman, Reginald Rutledge, George Diamond, Dirk Thomas, and Kurt Smaby. So, our first induction. This Deep South coach is a true gentleman of Olympic football and a true champion in every sense of the word. If you play him, he is a gentleman on the game, and he plays you straight up. To introduce this Hall of Fame coach, you know I'm talking about Charles Lane by now. To introduce this person, this coach, is David Nichols and his wife, Deborah. Please welcome David and Deborah.
Before we start, we just want to ask you guys, ladies and gentlemen, put your phone on vibrate just for a second where we can give these guys utmost respect. Just for a few seconds.
Good evening to everyone. To all the board members, coaches, newcomers, old-timers, friends, and family of this exciting sport, electric football. I'm sure it's the dream of every coach to someday be inducted into the Electric Football Hall of Fame. Today that dream comes true for our Deep South brother, Charles Lane. Let me tell you a little bit about this man. Charles became a Christian at an early age. He is a graduate of the Oak Ridge Union Carbide Training Technology and Chattanooga State and local Boilermaker training. Charles is employed at McKee Foods. Hired in 1983, for the past 15 years, he has served as the shop supervisor over the fabrication and pipe fitting department. Charles married Myra Taylor, Miss Myra Taylor, his high school sweetheart. They've been married for 35 years. Charles says, God truly blessed him by sending Myra his way. She is his companion, best friend, and mother of his only child, Charles Lane III. They also have 2 grandchildren, Destiny and Charles Lane IV.
All right.
Now we're gonna talk about Charles Lane, electric football world. Everybody know Charles Lane. He's a champion. He's been a champion. He's been in a lot of great games. If he's not winning, he's in it. He's the runner-up. In the SEC, one champion. In the college, he won a champion. In the SEC college, he was the runner-up. In the Riverside champion. And in the Deep South, I'm not trying to be biased, but it's tough and rough. He won in 8 consecutive times. Boy, guys, I'm telling you, that's awesome. 8 times. It's going to be hard to beat that or even tie. But in the Mfca, he won a champion. In the Land Rush, he was the runner-up. The Warriors TLC, champion. The Brawl, champion. I can go on and on and on and on. You know, we call him Big Club Lane. That's his nickname in the Deep South. And in the Bama Bass, he won the Coach's Challenge. And in the Capital Clash, he was the TLC champion. In the Capital Clash, he was the runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you my brother, your friend, and now your 2016 Hall of Fame, Charles Lane.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I really do thank the Nichols family for presenting me. I thank you. This hobby has allowed me to meet a lot of people, develop friendships. I tell my wife, I say that I can probably go anywhere throughout the United States and probably know someone through this hobby. I started playing this hobby at age 6 years old. And it was the greatest toy that my mom and dad could have bought me. I played, of course I was the only child. So the rainy days, the cold days, the days I couldn't go outside because I had been a bad kid, I would play my electric football set. And I played it to the point where, the clicker, I would wear it out and it broke, and then I'd have to peck on the board, to get my guys to move around. But it brought me so much joy. As I got a little older, I know my parents bought me a set with, they had the Cowboys and the Rams on, and it was a big board, and I thought I really was doing something then, But had kids in the neighborhood, we started playing and competing against one another, and it really, it just took off. But as you know, you get those teenage years when other things start coming to play. You start playing ball and girls come along and kind of put the set off a little bit. But it always stayed in my heart. I didn't get rid of my men, kept my board, and occasionally a friend or two will bring it up, we'll come out and play again. 1999, Meagle Toys had a convention in Memphis, Tennessee. And I didn't know that this thing was going on like that. A friend of mine, we decided, hey, let's go. Let's go see what this is all about. And I was just amazed. People that I saw and met, and it was amazing. I met David then, and that's when it all came back to life. I didn't realize that the hobby was so big and so many people was playing this hobby until that weekend. And I latched on to David like a little kid on a lollipop. And he told me, hey, we got a league here, and that's all I need. And I pulled the old set out, brushed the old bin off, and there it went, man. And it's been, from that point on, man, I've had an opportunity to meet you all. And it's just, you are my family. You are my family. I look forward to the times that we get together, fellowship, laugh, compete against one another. It's so much fun. I love playing this hobby. I put my heart and soul in it when I play. But one thing I do when I play is, and I tell people this right here, don't be afraid to lose. It's not a bad thing. Of course, we all want to win. But when you lose, you can take something from that to help improve your game. And you're going to lose. Because if you look around this room, I've probably beaten quite a few people in here. But on the flip side, quite a few people in here have beaten me. So I play the game, I play the hobby, and I have fun and enjoy myself. Win or lose, I just love this hobby right here. And most of all, this gave me an opportunity to meet some great people. I mean, just great people. I'm not going to be calling a lot of names because I will miss someone. But for my Deep South family, David and his wife, thank them so much. They're just like my brother and my sister. David told me about a year or so ago, a couple of years back, get ready to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And I really didn't take it that serious then. I thought, okay. But as I came and I seen the individual that was inducted, I thought, wow, that'd be special to be part of that group of people. And it really hit me when my competitor, Adrian Baxter, when he was here. I thought, I can be in the same league with that guy, I'm all right. And that really made me think about this opportunity right here. So it's great to be a part. And for the guys that's joining me, Jim Davis and Keith Chalmers, two great competitors right there. So just to be us three coming in this together is just awesome. This is just an awesome thing. And I don't know how much time I'm supposed to have right here, but I'm going to wind this thing down. Jim Davis tricked me anyway. I wasn't supposed to be first, but it's all right. But David told me, he said, hey, get ready for this thing. And I said, okay. So I was supposed to put some information out there about me. And I, kind of drug my foot a little bit. And got back with David. And David said, I see you got that information out there. I said, I didn't put nothing out there. I said, you put it out there. He said, no, I didn't put it out there. So for the longest, I didn't know who done this, who done this. And then finally one day, I think it was a couple of tournaments back, thought about it. Who would know this much about me to put this out here? Lo and behold, my little brother, he spends a lot of time when we go to these tournaments. He'll come to my house the night before, camp out with me. He got a lot of information. Learned a lot of things about me. So I want to thank Rafi I know one day he's a future Hall of Fame also. It brings a lot to the heart. And truly, I want to thank him for just putting that out. Also, I want to thank my wife for being patient with me, tolerating me sometime when I'm away from home playing this hobby that I love. I know she, some years back I used to go play and I'd be gone for hours. I come home and you know how it is when you come home and your wife expects you home a little sooner. You're a little rough sometimes. It doesn't take that long. It doesn't take that long. You all know what I'm talking about. But she finally seen it. You know, she finally said, okay, all right, I see what it's all about. So, but I want to thank her for being patient with me. I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate all you all. Thank you all for the ones that voted to induct me in, and the ones that didn't vote for me. Thank you also. Thank you also. You guys are great. Thank you.
And you go home thing, you get this. Enjoy. Congratulations. All right. Now, you're in class. Congratulations.
Are you sure? All right.
Our Hall of Famers can now shake Charles Lane's hand.
Probably wore that about 20 years ago. Okay.
Great speech, Charles.
Thank you.
Definitely from the heart. We appreciate that. This next coach is a DC coach. He will never embarrass you in competition. He'll just beat you flat out. In addition, he's developed a few proteges to beat you as well. His sons Robert and William. Big Keith has come to a lot of tournaments. He competes at the highest level. And to introduce this great Hall of Fame coach, Keith Chalmers, is another Hall of Famer, Vance Warren. Vance Warren.
Where's the turf?
I did not know, honestly, what to say. I've known this coach for nearly 20 years. I first met him at an event. I think it was a Capital City Clash. It might have been the first one in '98. And I made the mistake of saying, call me anytime you want to come over and learn about the game. Boy, did I regret that. Actually, I didn't. He used to come over for hours. I mean, to the point where the lights got flicked off and on like at the club. You know how they flick it off and on to tell you to leave? So he would come over and we would just constantly play for hours. We would talk about life, talk about, just everything in general. I've watched his two sons that Ray mentioned. From the time they was barely able to see over the board to now they whooping all of y'all. They put me in retirement. So I just wanted to say that he is an outstanding coach, a better friend, and somebody that this group here is better for inducting in. I don't have the time to read all of this stuff. They only give me 3 minutes. I just don't. We all know that he won. He done whooped y'all. Y'all done whooped him. We don't need to go through all that. But I just want to say, Keith, I love you, brother. And I want to welcome in our newest member. Yes, it's an I-95. I-95. And amongst other leagues he plays in, EFL, VFL, this league, that league. I don't have time for all that. So anyway, Big Keith, come on in here. Big Keith Chalmers, come on in here.
Hey, buddy.
I had a backup towel just in case.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, you love that. Congratulations. Thank you all for coming out. That's all, folks. Appreciate you guys coming out. To all the Hall of Famers and new inductees who wanted to come. Take all your pictures. You won't see me like this a long time.
And hold that mic up. And hold that mic up when you talk.
Get it out the way. Take a picture. Get it out the way. Y'all know this ain't me. I'm scared to death. But when we get on the board, that's a different story. I want to thank you guys for coming out for real. It's a big honor to go in the Hall of Fame in anything. Took all of y'all to get me here. Like my partner said, we beat most of y'all and lost a very few. I want to give thanks to my partner, Vance. He got me started in this thing. He said no. He brought this big monster board out, and my eyes got as big as Coke bottles. I said, no, that can't be the same game we used to play. So, like you said, I stayed at his house about 3-4 months. Then I was figuring, it's time to go. Then when I didn't go to his house, I stayed at his house during the week. Will Travis, he had the weekend. Same thing like Strickland. Takes a village. So they got me back into it to the point where they taught me their style. But I had to learn my own style. And that's where I'm at today. I think my boy Darrell showed me how to tweak some. Master Jim Davis showed me how to tweak. But I don't talk much. I do all my talking on the board. But I do have a couple of presentations I want to get on. Y'all don't know. It's my time. It's your time.
It's time.
Hold that mic. Hold it real close.
Let me have Ms. Nichols come up, please.
Watch him, Dave. Watch him, Dave. Watch him, Dave.
There's a little talking about love. Me and the boys.
Thank you.
Husband don't make
I
it.
know.
Next one is
I didn't know he had a suicide.
Ms. Davis. Come on up here. Here we go.
You gonna have to change his name from Salty.
She's like a second mom to my boys. She counts it up. Stand up.
Love you, Keith.
Just like a ball.
Love you, Keith.
I got one more. Brother, he's been bugging me about his thing. David, come on up here. There may not be no flowers.
Roses.
Oh, I forgot about that. It's something that he's been bugging me to make him for so long. I said, let me give it to him today so he leave me alone. All right.
Go ahead, cry.
No, I ain't crying no different. He might cry.
Oh my goodness. The Bengals. Whoa.
This is
Whoa.
It's called a sideline management.
Wow.
Sweet.
That is sweet. Deep South. It's coming deep South. Look out. Wow, that is sweet. Wow. Wow.
You work it out. You work it
I
out.
get it.
Y'all work it out.
Wow.
Loved it.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Small token from the MFCA. Congratulations. Well done, you deserve it.
Over here. No, it's a speeding, but it's all right.
I-95 for life.
Good job, man. Good job.
Just your size. Nicely done, Keith.
Thank you, sir.
This next coach, this Great Lakes coach, is a field competitor who has won at every level. He has made every tournament known to MFCA and Tudor for the last 15, 20 years. He is without doubt a field, like I said, field competitor and a very strong base sweeper. To introduce this worthy individual, by now you know it's Tim Davis, will be Danny Williams, or better known as Coach 55. So please welcome.
Come on, Coach 44. Be quiet. I was gonna cry when you was talking a minute ago.
I bet you was.
Me too. Danny Williams.
So,
First, I'd like to say congratulations to my two great brothers,
I don't like
who
you.
both had the pleasure of whooping my behind on numerous occasions.
We
But I'm here to talk about a friend of mine, a guy who has helped me, and not only me, but a lot of other young coaches just starting off. He's a guy who gives of himself to just about anybody in the league. He really doesn't need anybody to say anything for him because he don't want everything there is. He's won almost every tournament that he's been in, and he's got the trophies to prove it. But more than that, he's a great man. He's a great husband, a father, and a grandfather. He's a guy who will give you the shirt off his back anytime. I'm talking about my friend, Jim Davis. Only other thing I can say is, from one Hulkster to another, smash! Hulk smash!
Wow. I really don't know what to say exactly at first, but I did write a little something down when I was in the room before I got dressed.
Oh, man, tell the truth. You know your wife did that.
No, this will be the first time I've ever seen this or hear it. I will.
Put them glasses.
No more, I can't see no more. Okay, first I would like to say thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing me to play this wonderful game called electric football. And I would like to thank my beautiful and amazing wife for supporting me as she is one of the, let me get myself together because I'm talking about my best friend.
Take your time, man. Take your time. Take time, man.
Okay. My beautiful and amazing wife for supporting me. She is one that's got my back. She is the one that got me back into this hobby of electric football. Way back in, maybe 89, 90. Thank you, baby. I love you. You are my best friend, my heart, my world, and my rock. Thank you so much. would also like to say thank you to my beautiful daughter, Cheyenne and Jaya. They have given me so much joy and pleasure watching them play this game and hobby. Y'all are champions, true champions. Thank you. I love you both. And to my little grandson, y'all gotta look out for him because he will be a Hulk.
Ain't nothing little about that boy.
Okay. Also, I would like, let me get my spot here. Hold on, my eyes watering. Okay.
Allergies.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's allergies. Okay. To Charles Lane and Keith Chalmers, it is an incredible honor to go into the MFC Hall of Fame 2016 alongside two great, wonderful coaches and champions. I love y'all. I would also like to give thanks to the MFCA and the people behind the scene, in front of the scene. Thank you so very much. And I would like to honestly say thank you, Ian, for your support. I'm skipping so many lines, y'all just don't know. And for all the coaches that voted for me, it's been a long time coming, but I hope y'all enjoying this as much as I am. And for now, my Great Lakes coaches. I'm not going to say all their names, but then again, I'll probably leave somebody out, but here we go. I want to say thank you to the Great Lakes coaches. Keith Long, Rob Moody, Teron Gillespie, Sharon Gillespie, Danny Williams, Martin Parrish, Norbert Reynolds, Kenny Allen, Derek Reese, Steve Martin, Lee Dorsey, coaches that don't play no more in the Great Lakes, but they still play in other leagues. Damon Lucas, Tony Johnson, which is the founder of the Great Lakes, Eric Thompson, Chuck Lawrence, Greg Harden, Pat Casey, Cindy Lassiter, Sean Noble, Martell Noble, Chad Pitchford, Al Brooks, Holly Rozier, Tony Johnson, Phil Gilliam, Frank Johnson, Jimbo Duncan, Ron from Chicago, Will Shropshire, Ball Shropshire, Pat Morris, Harvey Bennett, Bruce Watts, Jamel Goodlow, and Don Lang. Whew. Drake, Chip, and BP. Whew, that's a lot of names. But then the Great Lakes coaches that I really want to say thank you very much. It's been a great playing against you fellas. But now, let us move on. I know I'm forgetting some people, but please forgive me if I forgot to mention your name. And to all the coaches across the country that I have played, I hope you learned as much as I have when we played against each other. I would also like to say thank you to some brothers of mine that I treat as family. Darrell, Brian Healy, his beautiful wife, Beth, and their kids, Patrick and Brian. Dirk Thomas, rest in peace. Joyce Rogers, I love you, baby. Ed Scott, Darren Ross, William Chalmers, Robert Chalmers, them are like my sons. David Hydale, Margie Windsor, who's not here, and I will pray for you every night, Margie. Mike and Delane Landsman, Tudor Doug, Antonio Jones and his wife Stacy, Chris Stringer and his wife, Mosaic, Matt Colt, Adrian Goodell, who really supported me from the start, along with Steve Martin. My older brother, Danny Williams, I love you, my friend. You and your wife, Millie. Damon Lucas and his family. Keith Long, Eric Thompson, Al Brooks. Whew. Steve, I love you, my friend. You really, I just love you, man. Oh, I'm not even done yet. Aaron Johnson and his family. And I would like to say a special thank you to Adrian Baxter, because to me, he's the best coach in the country, hands down. And I would also like to thank a lot more people, but in closing, God bless you all. I love you all. And P.S. Again, A very special thank you to my family, Renee, Cheyenne, and Jaya. I love you so much, and little Chevy. May God bless you all, and let's keep playing this great hockey, beloved.
Small token from MFCA.
Thank you very much.
Commemorate this.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
Love you, man.
Enjoy.
This way.
I love you, man.
Watch your step, watch your step, watch your step.
Thank you. Oh, one.
Get together, fellas.
Sure, son. Hold sure, son. Oh, okay, again.
Feet.
All right. That concludes our conduction of the induction ceremony. This was a fantastic class of champions of champions. We'll let them take some photos now in front of the MFCA banner. So we'll have one more applause for these gentlemen when they're finished taking their photos.
Everybody get close.
Thank you.
Y'all, can y'all sit down? Y'all three sit down. Let the guys stand over top. Well, can you get there for me?
Let him, the real guy.
Guys, Jim, Keith, y'all hold the shirt up. Fans, can you stand up behind him?
Get our arms in.
Flip your collar up, Jim.
There you go.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. One more. Corey, stop playing.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Ooh, you gonna get in trouble.
Class of 2016.
That was the best one,
All right. For those of you who are not registered yet tonight, we will continue that here in a little bit.